Hello, welcome back to the shop. Well, I've been working on a little bit today. Today's Saturday. I didn't work on it all week. I did edit some videos that you guys have seen. And tail wheel retract, electric. Came in. I didn't order the mains yet. And this is the one that was recommended, and I had to actually modify this to get it to work. I had to cut this rib, if you can see it. I put the blocks in, so I cut it this way and cut it down as far as I needed it to. And then I took the rib and glued it back here, glued it back in with 2 blocks under it. And then down here, I had to put an 1/8 inch piece of balsa. I made it the size, exact shape of the other one. The hole here, I had to actually make that bigger, like a 1/16 on each side, so to make sure it stayed centered. And I still have to cut. There's a little notch that comes up. I have to cut that notch bigger because the retract is actually catching on that. So I got to make that a little bit wider. This little bump in here is catching on it. So I got that done. I have a block of wood. I think I'm going to put it in there. It's just loose in here. This little block of wood right here. It goes underneath to give this a little bit more support to the sides. I haven't glued it yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to put that in there. I got a couple little tubes here for the wire for the retract to come through. I don't know. I'm not real impressed with this retract, but it has to come out, and so I put it through some of these tubes, cut them, put them in there. The one I'm using, not that one. This is 3/32 tube. I got this at Rider's Hobby when I was there. I actually bought a couple of them in case I ever needed them. I'm kind of glad I did. But I'm gonna run it. They're like 1.5 inches long. That's it. And I'm gonna run a pole through those. I haven't glued them in because I haven't run the pole. I don't have everything for the pole. I have the wire, and I have some ends, but they're big eyes, and they work good for the servo end, the big eyes, but I have some smaller ones, but they don't want to go into, these don't want to go into them, run the way around, because they're so small. So I'm going to try to see if I can get some smaller ones of these to screw into them. And then some crimps to crimp the wire. I don't have any. I probably got crimps somewhere, but I can't find them. So I did go through all my stuff. I did find some more of my servos today. I don't remember what plane they were from, but I did find another bag of servos down under my desk. I didn't realize they were under there. And I have to, but anyways, I worked on that, and last weekend, which I didn't show you guys, is I was working on the elevators. This one goes over here. it's just they're pretty simple to build. They're not hard. This block of wood, this round dowel stops at this block of wood in it. This one, I haven't put nothing there yet, but I'm probably gonna put something over it to stop it from sliding through, because these got to stay in here so it doesn't like slide way over to one side. I just cut them a little long because it's like the shape of the plane on each side. But yeah, this dowel has to get centered here, and put some wood on each end. But I'm gonna wait until I'll cover one side of it, or I'm just gonna put the piece of wood over it. I got none of this has been sanded. These got to be sanded. The block for the hinges got to be sanded to the shape of the wing. I haven't sanded none of the wing. The front piece I have on, I had a little bit wider than I was supposed to. I cut it down because it's only supposed to be 3/8 inch thick. I had 1/2 inch thick by 3/4, and I need 3/8 by 1 inch for the back. I found some. I have it. I haven't worked on that yet, but and I have to put this on there yet on the back of them, and I'm going to run it all the way into these inside pieces. I still haven't put them in there yet. The G10 pieces, I haven't put them in yet. Nothing's been glued back here. That's got to get done before I close this up, because I need to start working on getting this closed back here. And the rudder, I haven't done nothing with that. The piece of wood for the rudder is right here, and it's too wide, way too wide. I'm not going to sand that much out. I need to have like 3/8 taken off of it. See if I set it there how wide it is. And I have it marked for the length. It's got to get cut down. I have this side cut to the taper, the front. I got the mark for the length, but I need a table saw. I don't have a table saw. I gave mine to my son. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna rip this on a table saw. What else? But that's about it. I haven't really done much today. I worked on the little retract, the tail retract a little bit, figure out how I want to do it. I'll put some pictures in at the end here of inside the retract and how I did it. But I want to get this G10 glued in here. Get this off here, so I can I want to get this wrapped. I'm gonna do that on camera. Wrap this, get this tail wrapped. I still gotta epoxy these in. I haven't done that. That's got to get done before I close this up. Get the pole through there. I gotta get the elevator. I gotta get that secure. Get my servo put in. I want to do all that stuff on camera, epoxy, and I know I'm just gonna have to edit, cut, and shorten it, speed it up, whatever. Because I wasn't too happy that I did this off camera, but I had to do it. I wanted to do something today, so I worked on it a little bit, and I didn't know exactly how I was going to do it, because the way he had it in here and the way it shows it in the plans isn't like it is on here. But anyways, I got it done because of it looked like he had it with this. I'm supposed to put a block of wood down here and move it back. And move it back here and put a block of wood on the back side of this. But this tail wheel will hit here. Would hit this. And I'd have to notch this out. Way out. I didn't want to do that. Let me see if I can get this to go down. All I'm doing is reversing it right now. I don't have the power box for it. I think it's, see if we can get it to go. Wrong way. It's not going to go. I don't recommend doing it like that, but hey, I don't have the control box for it. I'm just taking a little 4.8 volt battery and reversing it, and so it powers it the other way. And what else? That's about it. I haven't done, that's like I worked on this a little bit today, and that was it. I'm probably not going to get a whole lot done tomorrow. We got family stuff to do tomorrow. My family, my brother's family of his in-laws, the brother-in-law has got cancer, so we're going to go to a fundraiser for him. So tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll be filming tomorrow or not. So, but just want to get you guys caught up. I did get the servo mounted in the front up here in the center for the pole. It's just bolted into the body. I haven't done nothing else with it just except for just screwed it in. But I tried to bend my wire. Where is it? The wire for this retract or for the rudder. It's around here somewhere. I need to clean this place up. I tried to bend it, and that piano wire is so stiff that it's not bending right. I'm gonna take it to get to work and put it in the vise and bend it at a true 90, because it wants to bend on a curve. I mean a big curve. I got to get it tighter than that. So I bend this after what I'm realizing how hard that is to bend. I might have to do something different for this back, for this elevator. I'm probably gonna have to notch one of these little eye hooks out. I'm probably gonna have to cut one of them out so I can stick it into one side, have it going through the G10 and then through the one side, and then into that one, and I'm gonna have to rather cut it apart and then glue it back together, because I'm not gonna be able to bend that later and get a nice 90 degrees bend in it. You know, it's got like 290s for the elevator. I have to get that bent right, and it's not looking like it's gonna happen. So I might have to stick it in and G10 it and epoxy the G10 in, and then glue the one side back together. If I have to, I'll reinforce it with one of these, the plywood pieces. I'll cut the nub off and reinforce it in there. That's probably what I'm gonna have to do, because I can't. It's got to get bent, so when I go to work, I'll bend that too for the elevator controls, and then I can close these uppers in. But so try to get you guys caught up, and hopefully everybody's having a nice weekend. And it's gonna be a slow week working on it. Like I said, I didn't work on it all this week because of work. I did edit the videos, and that takes a while. I'm trying to get better at it and get better at editing. I'm not putting much on the description on YouTube, as you guys probably see. I'm just trying to get back into the rhythm, get used to this new editing software. It took me a while just to figure out how to fast forward all that sanding. It took me a little bit, and I've got that down good now. So all this stuff, updates, and how YouTube does stuff is different from when I did it before. And but we're getting there. If you guys stick with me, and we'll get this plane built. Thanks. Have a good weekend.